among the works forgotten or deliberately hidden from the mainstream flow of religious history. The ancient book Tripartite Tractate is part of the banned texts of the Gnostic Valentinian sect. Known as a controversial text once banned by the Catholic Church, this book reveals a unique perspective on classifying humanity into three types, closely tied to the development and nature of the soul. According to Valentinian Gnosticism, these three types of people reflect profound differences in spiritual essence and levels of awakening within each person. Have you ever read or heard about it? The intriguing aspect here is that the book not only reveals human nature, but also opens up a new perspective on reality. It claims that humanity falls into three categories: helics, those inclined towards materialism; psychics, those who think; and pneumatics, those who are spiritually enlightened. This story raises the question, which type are we? Can we recognize those around us and understand which of these three types they belong to? The existence of works like the Tripartite Tractate reveals a profound truth. In ancient times, knowledge and understanding of spirituality were not limited to a single perspective. Though rejected and banned by the Church, these documents continue to spark curiosity and inspire a deeper understanding of human nature and the soul's development. Today, let's delve into it together. I spent 5 hours creating this video, so don't hesitate to spare 5 seconds to like it. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. If you find this discussion intriguing, consider sharing it to spread more knowledge. The Tripartite Tractate is a Gnostic work of Valentinian origin. It's estimated to date from the latter half of the 3rd century or the 4th century, but is likely based on an earlier Greek version. This is the second longest text in the Nag Hammadi library. It is the 5th treatise in the first codex, known as the Jung Codex. This is one of the classic texts of the Gnostic movement, a religious and philosophical ideology that flourished in the early centuries of the Common Era. It does not have a title. Instead, it was named this way because the ancient scribe divided the text with decorative markers in 2 places, thus dividing the treatise into 3 parts. The first section describes the relationship between the Father, the Logos, the Church, and the Aeons. The second section contains the Gnostic creation story, in which humans are created by the Demiurge and are a mixture of both spiritual and material nature. The third section explains the role of the Savior in salvation. As previously discussed, the Tripartite Tractate, a significant Gnostic text found in Egypt in 1945, suggests that humanity can be divided into 3 main groups: helics, psychics, and pneumatics. Each type represents a different level of understanding and spiritual connection with the divine and reality. Let's dive into the details of each type. The helics group, also known as the material, represents the lowest level on the spiritual scale according to Gnostic beliefs. The term comes from the Greek word hyle, meaning matter, emphasizing their deep attachment to the material world and tangible reality. For helics, focus and desire primarily revolve around satisfying basic needs such as food, safety, and physical comfort. Helics are described as individuals with little or no awareness of spiritual aspects or deeper reality. They live based on survival instincts and are driven by material impulses. A helic tends to focus on wealth, power, fame, and the pleasures of daily life, without deep reflection on life's true meaning or purpose. In Gnostic thought, helics are considered to be asleep in the illusory reality of the material world. They are seen as heavily influenced by ego and desire, living lives largely unaware of the spiritual realm or the higher purpose of existence. A common belief is that helics cannot free themselves from the cycle of reincarnation, as they have not transcended material attachments and lack the desire for enlightenment. Helics live in a reality where material possessions and ownership are central. They tend to measure success and self-worth through the accumulation of wealth, social status, and worldly achievements. This leads to a lifestyle oriented around competition and rivalry, where happiness is gauged by material standards rather than spiritual values. Some Gnostic texts regard this attachment to the material world as a form of spiritual enslavement, where individuals are bound in a cycle of desire and suffering. This material attachment blinds them to deeper truths of life and hinders their spiritual growth, making it difficult to escape the worldly cycle of life and death. Gnosticism views Helics with a mix of pity and criticism. While they are seen as unawakened individuals needing guidance toward higher awareness, their complete domination by material concerns makes them less likely to recognize their divine nature. However, some Gnostic thought suggests that everyone, including Helics, has the potential for awakening, but this requires a profound shift in awareness and a will to transcend personal limitations. Those who live solely for instinct, material satisfaction, and ego have yet to see that true reality extends beyond the visible. Enlightenment only arrives when they step out of the shadows of desire. Although the concept of Helics originates from an ancient tradition, it remains relevant in modern society. Pressures to accumulate wealth, focus on material success, and constant comparison can be seen as manifestations of a broadly Helic society. This underscores the need to recognize the importance of balancing material and spiritual life to seek true meaning in life. In Gnosticism, the psychic group consists of those who have moved beyond complete attachment to the material, but have not yet reached full enlightenment. They recognize life's spiritual aspect and engage in religious or philosophical practices to seek meaning. However, psychics remain caught between ego and external rules, preventing them from accessing the deepest sacred truth. Psychics often live in a struggle between the material and spiritual worlds. They understand that there is something greater beyond the visible reality, but must strive to overcome the illusions and constraints of analytical mindsets. To advance to higher enlightenment, psychics need to let go of mental barriers and immerse themselves in genuine spiritual experience. In the modern world, psychics are deep thinkers, sensitive to moral and existential issues, but sometimes still influenced by material pressures. They have the potential to reach enlightenment if they are willing to let go of ego and move toward a higher spiritual essence, which Gnosticism views as the key to escaping the mundane world cycles. The pneumatics represent the highest level on the Gnostic spiritual scale, embodying those who have achieved complete enlightenment and the deepest understanding of their divine nature. Pneumatics realize they are inseparable from God, or the ultimate source, and live in absolute harmony between spirit and being. Unlike Helics bound by materialism and psychics torn between mind and spirit, pneumatics have transcended all earthly limitations and illusions. They clearly perceive life not merely as a sequence of physical events, but as a spiritual journey with the ultimate goal of returning to the divine origin. They understand and experience the truth that humanity's deepest nature is sacred, and all things are manifestations of a single reality. Pneumatics are described as awakened individuals who have escaped the cycles of reincarnation and all earthly illusions. They don't merely seek truth through theory or ritual, but live with natural wisdom, perceiving the essence and deep interconnectedness of all things in the universe. In Gnostic texts, they are those capable of recognizing the divine light within themselves and connecting profoundly with the Supreme Being. In the modern world, pneumatics can be seen as individuals who have attained a state of spiritual freedom, transcending all fears and material ambitions. They embody a deep peace and unwavering belief in the sacredness of all things. Their presence often inspires others, reminding us that enlightenment is not a distant goal but a potential within everyone when we turn inward and seek truth. In 2023, a global survey revealed that over 56% of people, even those who have everything, money, jobs, homes, still feel empty. Why? Because they are caught up in materialism, chasing temporary pleasures that ultimately leave them feeling hollow. Helics, living in a cycle of consumption without understanding the deeper purpose of life, exemplify this. Without recognizing the imbalance, you could spend a lifetime chasing meaningless pursuits. According to the tripartite tractate, those stuck in materialistic thinking risk never advancing on the spiritual journey, leading to misdirection and downfall. In contrast, pneumatics, those who focus on enlightenment, find peace and purpose, understanding that intangible values like love, wisdom, and connection truly matter. Hypnotist Dolores Cannon explored this through her past life regression work, revealing that the human soul's journey extends far beyond the material. Her clients often found peace upon realizing that life isn't solely about possessions. Are you caught up in the material world like a hillock, or are you searching as a psychic? Understanding the three types of people, hillocks, psychics, and pneumatics, helps you self-reflect and begin to change to move closer to enlightenment and peace. The Tripartite Tractate teaches that people can evolve and are not limited to a fixed state. Life is like a ladder. You might start with material attachment, but as you ask deeper questions, you become a psychic, aware of spiritual depth, yet not fully awakened. With effort, you can reach the state of a pneumatic, someone who lives in complete connection with spiritual purpose. Frighteningly, some people may remain trapped in that cycle forever. They are so engrossed in the pursuit of sustenance that they forget what truly matters in life. Self-awareness is the key to this journey. Many don't realize they are stagnant, believing happiness comes from success and material wealth. Yet only 25% feel truly satisfied, as most continue to chase the external and neglect inner nourishment. The good news is that you can change. Start by reflecting and asking what truly makes you happy. Seek things that enrich your soul, from relationships, nature, and meditation to spiritual practices. The journey of growth is continuous. Even those who reach the pneumatic level continue to learn and deepen their connection with the universe. It's not about perfection, but openness to evolution. Life constantly presents new challenges, which are opportunities for growth. Wherever you are, you can always move forward. The only thing holding you back is the belief that you cannot change. Start by asking big questions, seeking knowledge to expand your mind, and connecting with something greater. Faith can be the first step, a guiding light in the darkness. Throughout history, people have relied on faith to bring hope in challenging times. In fact, according to a recent study, 70% of people worldwide say they rely on faith to overcome hardships. Faith helps people carry on when they don't have all the answers. But knowledge, gnosis, is what brings true freedom. For the Gnostic, knowledge is not just the accumulation of information, but a profound awareness, a spiritual connection with the divine. Imagine standing before a dark forest. Faith helps you believe there is a way out, but knowledge is the map that guides you, helping you understand and experience the journey. Throughout history, faith has brought hope to many, but knowledge is the key that unlocks truth. The Gnostics emphasize that the harmony between faith and knowledge creates the greatest power. Faith sparks hope, but knowledge keeps that flame burning, helping you navigate life with clarity and wisdom. Each day, small choices shape who you are. The Gnostics, especially through the Tripartite Tractate, believe we all have the capacity for transformation. From material distractions, we can step onto a path of deeper meaning. This journey is a spiritual awakening toward enlightenment, a state of connection with something eternal, far beyond everyday concerns. Thank you for joining me on this journey. If this story has sparked curiosity or raised questions in you, please share your thoughts. Together, we can continue exploring and delving deeper into the mysteries of the past and ourselves. Leave a comment, join the conversation, and remember that truth may be hidden but is never lost. Keep your curiosity, your sharp analysis, and continue seeking truth. See you on the next journey. Thank you for watching, and may God guide you.